Nestled in the northern part of Gauteng province, Pretoria stands as a city of immense significance. It is one of South Africa's three capital cities, serving as the executive and administrative heart of the nation. Cape Town hosts the legislature, Bloemfontein the judiciary. Pretoria is where the government truly governs. The president's office is here and the corridors of power hum with daily activity. This unique distribution of power makes South Africa's political landscape fascinating, and Pretoria is at the very center of its administrative machinery. The city is often referred to by its official name, Tshwane, which encompasses a larger metropolitan area, reflecting a modern identity that respects its deep and complex history. It is a city of bureaucrats, diplomats and civil servants, all working to shape the future of the Rainbow Nation. Many people know Johannesburg, the sprawling economic giant just a short drive to the south. Yet Pretoria offers a completely different experience. It is a city of quiet dignity, wide avenues and a more relaxed pace. It feels less like a concrete jungle and more like a vast, well-tended garden. This is where decisions that affect the entire country are made, where foreign embassies line leafy suburban streets, and where the story of South Africa's past, present and future is written every single day. Walking through its central districts, you get a palpable sense of history and importance. The air itself seems filled with a quiet authority, a stark contrast to the frenetic energy of its larger neighbor. Pretoria was founded in 1855 by Martinus Pretorius, a leader of the Voortrekkers. He named it in honor of his father, Andries Pretorius, and the city quickly grew, becoming the capital of the South African Republic in 1860. This historical foundation creates a unique and compelling destination for any traveler. The city is a living museum, a place where the echoes of the past meet the ambitions of a modern, diverse nation, creating a rich and layered urban tapestry. One of Pretoria's most famous and enchanting features is its breathtaking canopy of jacaranda trees. For a few weeks every spring, typically in October and November, the city undergoes a magical transformation. Over 70,000 jacaranda trees burst into bloom, blanketing the streets in a sea of vibrant purple blossoms. The sight is simply spectacular. Entire avenues are turned into ethereal tunnels of color with fallen petals creating a soft lilac carpet below. This annual spectacle has earned Pretoria the affectionate nickname Jacaranda City. It is a phenomenon that draws photographers, artists, and nature lovers from far and wide. Interestingly, the jacaranda tree is not native to South Africa. These trees were originally imported from South America, specifically Brazil and Argentina, in the late 19th century. The first two saplings were reportedly planted in a private garden in the 1880s, and their beauty quickly captured the imagination of the city's residents. A massive planting campaign followed, with jacarandas being systematically introduced throughout Pretoria. Today, it is hard to imagine the city without them. The purple bloom holds a special place in local culture, especially for students. The University of Pretoria has a long-standing legend. If a jacaranda blossom falls on your head during exam season, you are destined to pass all your subjects. This charming folklore adds hopeful superstition to the annual bloom, with students walking beneath the trees, hoping for floral luck. Despite their beauty, the jacaranda trees are also a topic of debate. Because they are an invasive alien species, they are no longer permitted to be planted in South Africa. The existing trees are protected and cherished, but no new ones can be added. This creates a strange paradox. The very symbol of the city is an ecological outsider. This fact adds another layer to Pretoria's story, reflecting a broader South African conversation about heritage, identity, and environmental responsibility. The purple flowers, while stunning, serve as a living reminder of the complexities of history and the lasting impact of human choices on the natural world. They are beautiful, but their presence is not without complication, a perfect metaphor for the city itself. Perched majestically atop Mintjeskop Hill overlooking the sprawling city below, are the Union Buildings. This monumental sandstone structure is not just an architectural masterpiece, it is the official seat of the South African government and a powerful symbol of the nation itself, designed by the renowned architect Sir Herbert Baker and completed in 1913. The building is a stunning example of English monumental architecture. Its two massive wings, representing the formerly separate English and Afrikaner populations, are linked by a semicircular colonnade, symbolizing their union. The sheer scale and grandeur of the building are designed to inspire awe, reflecting the authority and permanence of the state. The Union Buildings have been the backdrop for pivotal moments in South African history. Here, in 1956, 20,000 women marched to protest the extension of past laws to women. Their silent protest remains iconic in the struggle for freedom. Decades later, in 1994, these same grounds hosted the inauguration of Nelson Mandela as South Africa's first democratically elected president. This event marked the definitive end of apartheid and the dawn of a new era of democracy and reconciliation. The building, once a symbol of division and oppression, was instantly transformed into a beacon of hope and unity. Today, the lawns and terraced gardens of the Union buildings are a public park, open to everyone. It is a popular spot for both locals and tourists who come to picnic on the grass, admire the panoramic views of the city, and reflect on the nation's journey. At the foot of the building stands a magnificent 9-meter-tall bronze statue of Nelson Mandela, his arms outstretched in a gesture of embrace and reconciliation. The statue was unveiled in 2013, a day after his state funeral, and it perfectly captures the spirit of the new South Africa. Visiting the Union buildings is a deeply moving experience. While the buildings themselves are not open to the public for tours, their exterior and the surrounding gardens tell a powerful story. You can walk the same paths where history was made, stand where Mandela took his oath of office, and look out over a city that has been fundamentally reshaped by the decisions made within those walls. It is a place of quiet contemplation and national pride, the symbolic heart of a nation that has overcome incredible adversity to forge a new shared identity. Dominating a hilltop just south of the city center, the Voortrekker Monument is an imposing granite structure that commands the Pretoria skyline. This massive cube-shaped monument was built to commemorate the Voortrekkers, the Afrikaans-speaking pioneers, who migrated from the Cape Colony into the interior of South Africa in the 1830s and 1840s. Inaugurated in 1949, it was designed to be a shrine to Afrikaner nationalism, a testament to their perceived perseverance, courage, and divine destiny. The sheer scale of the monument is breathtaking. It is a solid, unyielding presence on the landscape, designed to convey permanence and indomitable will. Inside the monument, the story of the Great Trek is told through a magnificent historical frieze, the largest marble frieze in the world. It consists of 27 carved panels depicting the pioneers leaving their Cape homes, their battles, and the establishment of their republics. The artistry is remarkable, with incredible detail capturing the drama and hardship of the journey. At the heart of the monument is the cenotaph hall. On the floor lies a cenotaph inscribed with the words Ons vir jou, Suid-Afrika, which means "We for thee, South Africa." Once a year, on December 16th, a ray of sunlight shines through an aperture in the roof and illuminates these words, a symbolic moment commemorating the Battle of Blood River. For many years, the Voortrekker Monument was seen as a deeply divisive symbol. It was inextricably linked to the ideology of apartheid, and represented a version of history that glorified one group while marginalizing and ignoring others. For the majority of South Africans, it was a painful reminder of oppression and exclusion. However, in the post-apartheid era, there has been a concerted effort to recontextualize the monument. It is now presented not just as a shrine to Afrikanerdom, but as an important historical site that tells a specific part of South Africa's complex story. The management has worked to make it a more inclusive space, acknowledging its controversial past while inviting all South Africans to learn about this chapter of their shared history. Today, visiting the Voortrekker Monument is a fascinating and thought-provoking experience. It offers powerful insight into the mindset that shaped so much of South Africa's 20th century history. While its original purpose was to celebrate a narrow, nationalist narrative, it now serves a different function. It stands as a powerful, tangible piece of history that invites critical reflection on identity, memory, and the stories nations choose to tell about themselves. It is a place where visitors can grapple with the difficult legacy of the past and appreciate the long, often painful road South Africa has traveled to become the diverse, democratic nation it is today. In direct contrast to the Voortrekker Monument, both physically and ideologically, is Freedom Park. Situated on Salvokop, a hill directly opposite the Voortrekker Monument, this expansive heritage site offers a different, more inclusive narrative of South Africa's history. Inaugurated in stages from 2007 onwards, Freedom Park was conceived as a national monument to honor all who sacrificed their lives in the struggle for freedom and celebrates the country's diverse heritage. It is a place of healing and reconciliation, a memorial that tells the stories of all South Africans, not just one group. Its location is profoundly symbolic, creating a powerful dialogue across the valley. The park is a sprawling complex of memorials, gardens, and exhibition spaces, each designed with deep symbolic meaning. A central feature is the Sukumbuto Memorial. It includes the Wall of Names. Names of tens of thousands are inscribed, from pre-colonial wars to the liberation struggle. Walking along this seemingly endless wall is humbling and deeply moving. The park also features a tranquil, eternal flame and a gallery of leaders. One of the most spiritually significant elements is Unveil, a symbolic resting place for spirits of those who died far from home. It incorporates boulders brought from each of South Africa's 9 provinces and water from major rivers, creating a sacred space for remembrance and spiritual cleansing. This draws on indigenous African traditions of honoring ancestors, and acknowledges deep spiritual wounds left by centuries of conflict and displacement, transforming the park into a living space for national healing. A visit to Freedom Park is essential to understanding the new South Africa. It confronts painful aspects of the past with honesty and compassion, while celebrating the resilience and diversity of the human spirit. The park's design integrates natural landscapes with monumental architecture, creating a serene, contemplative atmosphere. It is not just a museum or a memorial, it is a promise to remember history in all its complexity, to honor every lost life, and to build a future based on freedom, dignity, and respect for all. The symbolic dialogue between these two monuments across the valley represents South Africa's journey from division to unity. Freedom Park stands as a testament to the power of remembrance, reconciliation, and the ongoing work of building a nation that honors all its people. Pretoria is a city where the past and present coexist in a fascinating architectural dialogue. A walk through its central business district reveals a rich tapestry of styles. Grand colonial-era buildings and sleek modern glass and steel structures create a blend that tells the city's evolution. The historic heart of Pretoria is Church Square, dominated by the Paul Kruger statue and surrounded by 19th and early 20th century buildings. The old Raadsaal, the old Parliament, the Palace of Justice. This building witnessed some of the most dramatic legal battles in South Africa's history. It was within these walls that Nelson Mandela and his fellow Rivonia trialists stood in the dock. To stand in Church Square and gaze upon this building is to feel a direct connection to the country's turbulent past. These structures are not just relics, they house government offices and legal chambers. In stark contrast, modern Pretoria is rising all around. New government buildings, corporate headquarters, and shopping centers feature bold designs, innovative materials, and sustainability focus. These modern structures often feature bold designs using innovative materials, and they focus on sustainability, creating a dynamic urban environment. This blend is perhaps best experienced in precincts like Menlyn, Maine, with its office blocks, casino, arena, and upscale residential apartments. Yet from these modern heights, historic landmarks are never far from view. Pretoria respects its history while building a new identity. This architectural juxtaposition creates a dynamic urban environment where old and new coexist across the skyline. Walking through the city, you witness this fascinating dialogue between different eras of architecture. Some historic buildings have been adaptively reused, maintaining their character while serving contemporary functions. This creates a unique urban landscape where every era of the city's development remains visible and relevant. The result is a city that honors its past while confidently building its future, creating an urban environment that is both historically grounded and dynamically modern. To truly understand Pretoria, you must dive into its vibrant local life, and there is no better place to do that than at one of its many markets. These bustling hubs of commerce and community offer a fantastic glimpse into the city's diverse culture and culinary scene. The Hazel Food Market, held every Saturday, is a must-visit for any food lover. Here you can wander through stalls selling everything from traditional South African delicacies like biltong, Boerewors rolls, artisanal cheeses, freshly baked bread, and gourmet street food from around the world. The atmosphere is lively and friendly, with families and friends gathering to eat, socialize, and enjoy the sunny Pretoria weather. Beyond the food markets, Pretoria also boasts a thriving arts and crafts scene. The market at the Sheds, held in the city's downtown area, is a fantastic showcase of local creativity. This urban market brings together artists, designers, musicians, and food vendors. You can browse for unique handmade jewelry, stylish clothing from up-and-coming designers, beautiful artworks, and enjoy live music from local bands. It captures the creative energy of modern Pretoria, providing a platform for the city's talented youth. These markets are the lifeblood of the city, Pretoria's culinary landscape is as diverse as its population, offering fine dining restaurants and casual eateries. For a true taste of South Africa, one must try a shisa nyama. These informal barbecue spots are where you can enjoy perfectly grilled meat, with traditional side dishes like pap and chakalaka. It is more than a meal. It's a social experience and a chance to connect with locals. The city's love for the outdoors is a key part of its local life. With its pleasant climate, Pretoria encourages an active lifestyle. On any weekend, you'll find people hiking, cycling, and having picnics with easy access to nature, providing a welcome escape from city life. Pretoria is not just the administrative capital. It is also one of South Africa's foremost intellectual centers, home to several major universities and research institutions. The most prominent is the University of Pretoria, a sprawling institution with a beautiful campus and reputation for excellence. With a large and diverse student body, the university infuses the city with youthful energy and a constant flow of new ideas. The presence of so many students gives neighborhoods like Hatfield a lively bohemian feel, with bookshops, cafes, and bars catering to the academic community. Another key institution is the University of South Africa, or UNISA, one of the largest distance learning universities in the world. Its influence extends far beyond Pretoria, providing educational opportunities to millions of students across Africa and the globe. Pretoria is also home to the CSIR, a leading research organization working on cutting-edge projects, in fields ranging from energy to health, making Pretoria a crucial hub for innovation and progress. This academic spirit is palpable throughout the city. You will find numerous museums, libraries, and archives. The National Library of South Africa's Pretoria campus holds vast collections of historical documents and publications. The Ditsong National Museum of Natural History houses significant collections, including famous hominid fossils from the cradle of humankind. These institutions foster a culture of debate, critical thinking, and lifelong learning, creating a vibrant intellectual climate. In a world full of bustling capitals, Pretoria stands out for its unique character and quiet grace. It is a city that defies easy categorization. It is a seat of power but feels more like a garden than a fortress. It is steeped in difficult history, yet vibrant with optimism and forward-looking energy. What makes Pretoria special is its ability to hold multiple, often conflicting narratives at once. The annual explosion of jacarandas is a world-class spectacle. It is the city of the Voortrekker Monument and Freedom Park, of colonial architecture and green modern buildings, creating a dialogue between different eras and ideologies. This makes a journey through Pretoria deeply educational. It teaches you about South Africa's struggles, triumphs, and ongoing work of building a nation from many different peoples. The city's natural beauty provides a stunning backdrop with easy access to nature reserves and botanical gardens offering balance and tranquility rare in a major capital. For any traveler seeking to understand the heart of the Rainbow Nation, a visit to the Jacaranda City is essential. It is a capital that will surprise you, teach you, and stay with you long after you have left its purple-lined streets.